in the form of 5 Australians. First of all, Jess Hull, the Olympic silver medalist behind Faith Kipyegon, world bronze medalist over 1500 metres. She'll be the athlete to beat. Dorcus Ewoi, surprise world silver behind Kipyegon. And a great mile win indoors. Now, Claudia Hollingsworth, this is a repeat of what proved to be a controversial national championships where Hollingsworth took the victory, was disqualified after Jess Hull tripped, who was leading in the final home straight. Birke haylom as well is in this field, was reinstated after an appeal. And so much quality. Lyndon Hall is here, De Gouma stepping up a distance from the 800 metres, Sarah Billings, Abby Caldwell. Really only missing Faith Kipyegon, who we saw earlier in the 5,000 metres, Hunter Bell and Nikki Hiltz. Otherwise, this could be an Olympic or World Championship final.
On your marks.
So away they go, 3 3/4 laps of the track. The meeting record, 3:56 from the aforementioned Faith Kipyegon. The world lead held by Claudia Hollingsworth. She ran it in Melbourne earlier this year. That's 3:58. There you can see, and that's the pace that's been set. But the tall, instantly recognisable figure of Jess Hull is the big name. 3:50.83, 5th fastest all time. She will be the target. We're looking out though for this wonderful talent of Claudia Hollingsworth as well. So there's a race, and then there are several races within the race. Birke haylom, who can, Hannah, be erratic. We've seen her with some questionable tactics. She went off far too quickly at the World Indoors and got gobbled up with 200 to go.
I think Birke haylom, we know she's good. She can do 3:53. But as you say, Chris, often erratic tactics, and haylom often comes into her own when she's perhaps following someone like shanghai. So let's see if haylom's going to bring different tactics to 2026. The Ethiopian is in 4th place at the moment, if you include the pacemaker. Dorcus Ewoi just ahead of her. And Jess Hull, I think you're right to touch on this domestic storyline within this women's 1500 metres. And for me, if you look at the Australians dotted down the field, it's almost mirrored by their experience on the big stage. I think Jess Hull, aggressive through the first 150 here to get on the coattails of the pacemaker, because you have to do that, else you're chewed up in the group and you're pushing and shoving for position, and it can be quite energy sapping. Whereas Hull, yes, she's going very fast, but she's got a smooth run at the moment.
Good pacemaking from Taryn Parks from the USA, 62.13 through the first 400 metres, and you can see they're all strung out there, and there's a bit of a gap there between the top 3 and essentially the athlete in 4th place, who is Saran Berhe in pursuit, the Ethiopian. So Hull from Ewoi from haylom, and haylom running a much more measured race here, and the Australians a little bit further back. Hollingsworth has got a lot of work to do here, and clear daylight as the pacemaker steps aside. So Hull is the target. Ewoi in 2nd place, trains with a group of marathon runners. There is a glimpse of Claudia Hollingsworth down in 7th place at the moment, but that's quite a gap. That's 10 metres between the top 3 and Berhe in 4th place.
When Jess Hull with a personal best of 3:50, there's nothing that scares this Australian. There's no pace that could intimidate her. And Ewoi, for me, with that surprise silver in Tokyo, is an important year for the Kenyan. How does she back that up? How does she build confidence off the back of what was a breakthrough performance? I think it's a smart decision from Ewoi to just follow Jess Hull. And Sige De Gouma, the silver medalist over 800 metres in Paris, making a move in the chase pack.
Just falling short of the lights here. They're starting to stretch away, but Hull is the target to be shot at. Ewoi and haylom in pursuit. Is the gap for the rest far too big? They're going to have to work really hard down this back straight. So it appears that it's just the 3 of them contending for this victory today, and they start to glide past Jess Hull, Ewoi and haylom, whose tactics have got much better today with just over 200 to go. The gap to 4th. De Gouma is starting to lead the chase on the coattails of Jess Hull, but it's haylom now leading the way. Ethiopia from Kenya. Jess Hull in 3rd place. Ewoi up on the shoulder of haylom. Ewoi with it all to do. De Gouma is coming back. De Gouma is putting in a late charge here. She's already gone past. Jess Hull finishing really strongly. Ewoi has gone. haylom has judged this to perfection. Daguma is coming back strongly, but she's not going to get there. Hollingsworth also has made a late charge, but it's in the end haylom. Well, we talked about her erratic tactics at the start of the race. That was pretty much spot on. It's an Ethiopian 1-2. It was Abby Caldwell finishing strongly for third place. But all credit to haylom for getting that done. It's a new meeting record. She's snuck under Faith Kipyegon's 3:56, 3:55.56. Daguma, the 800-meter specialist, coming home, finishing really strongly to take second. And Abby Caldwell, the Australian, winning that battle, that domestic battle we talked about.